Hey there folks, Pliskin by 51mm. Today I'm kind of making a video. It's it's kind of a wait and see attitude, but with the way things are going, I just got to think from Gears and Guns. I've been watching and keeping an eye on it as this week has progressed, but diesel prices are expected to rise in the next 1 to 2 weeks. It may be next week that the prices jump. Can't remember which one, but I'm kind of like, keeping eye on on things around here. And the whole reason I'm making this making the video of this is, you know, everything is moved by diesel. Trains, truckers, all of it. All diesel fuels it all. And I've been keeping an eye on Breitbart News and looking at YouTube, and there's this farmers are saying that with this war in Ukraine and stuff, fertilizer is very expensive, and then diesel on top of that's very expensive. So you got two things going right there. The price of diesel going through the roof, and then fertilizer becoming hard to find. And then you add on top of that, the weather hasn't been good for crops this year. I think I forget who said it, but somebody said that this time last year they'd already had crops planted. This year they're just now starting to try and get them planted. And then you got the war in Ukraine, and they supply 30% of the world's wheat and grain. So you got one big clogged toilet that you're looking at. Like you open the door to the gas station, and that motherfucker is crammed up to the lid, and it's stinking and overflowing. That's what we're looking at going into the next week or two with diesel prices and all of that. And nobody is paying attention to it. That's the scary part. I'm paying attention to it. There's a few other people I know that are paying attention to it, keeping an eye out, seeing this shit coming. But there's a lot of people that ain't. People are crying about the abortion crap and war in Ukraine. War in Ukraine's bad, but, they're not paying attention here at the home front. And you got a bunch of other little nitpicky bullcrap, but not even Breitbart News is keeping up on it too much. They have an article here and there, but it's dwarfed by other stuff. So that's that's the sketchy part, is nobody's paying attention to it. So everything, like I said, and it's common knowledge, everybody knows this, most of us who work know this, that everything is moved by freight. Freight trains, and you got truckers. And if the truckers can't pay the bills, gas is too expensive for them to put in their tanks. And I've been seeing videos of truckers quitting left and right. I get out here on I-40 going to work. I got to take 40 to work. The other day I seen cars, regular vehicles, pulled off to the side of the road where they'd run out of gas. Nobody's able to, they couldn't fill up their tank. Trying to get to a gas station, their tank goes empty. So nobody's paying attention to any of this crap, and that's the scary part, because it's one thing to just, see it coming and get prepped for it. People getting, panic buying and stuff, but it's one thing, it's a totally another thing for it to suddenly hit like lightning, and nobody's ready for it. And that's what I'm kind of keeping my eye open, because when that shit goes on, it could get weird in a hurry. Weird pretty fucking quick. I'm staying optimistic, but at the same time, it's one of them things where you kind of, the fuckers that run this place, I say this place, the fuckers that run the country, supposed to, they don't give a fuck. I seen a thing there on a comment where somebody said they'd sent over 7 billion gallons of diesel. I may be exaggerating. I can't really quite remember what he said, but they're sending massive barrels of diesel to Europe. And they's like, they don't care about us. And I said, they ain't cared about us in a long time. They just don't hide it no more. And that's the truth. The U.S. government, the federal government, they don't give a fuck about us. They don't give a damn about me. They don't give a damn about you, whoever you are watching. They quit doing that a long time ago. They quit doing that before Trump got in. You know, Trump was a good president. I liked him. But if you go back and you watch and you see how they acted while they were in there, not just Democrats, Republicans too. It is complete, just stand still, stand there and point at each other. And here you got Trump. He's trying to, actually do things in our favor. And neither side of the government wanted to help. And they just sat there and pointed fingers. The Democrats did everything to oppose him. Republicans just sat down. The motherfuckers don't care. I wish a nuclear bomb would hit Washington, D.C., just burn that sumbitch right off the side of the United States, just roast it into oblivion, send it right to hell where it needs to go. I wouldn't lose a bit of sleep. It would do 70 years of improvements to this country. All them worthless fuckers just, get incinerated. A man could dream, I guess. But, if we didn't have them worthless assholes doing what they're doing right now, we wouldn't be where we're at. So, figured I'd give my own take about this, kind of hopefully let some of you, my viewers, kind of give you guys a heads up if you haven't been paying attention to all this. But the next week or two is going to be kind of interesting. Hopefully all goes well. Hopefully nothing of this, it floats on. But, it's one of them things you pray for good times, and, you pray for peaceful times and good times. But at the same time, don't ever quit getting ready. I got that AK back there, with loaded mags at the ready, just, always just in case. You never want to have to use them, but it's there. So, prepare in the good times and, pray the good times last. That's all you can do. Well, anyway, guys, I've been Pliskin by 51mm. I'll catch you all in the next video. See you then. Peace.